Hello and welcome to this short presentation. In the next 10 minutes, we will be talking about money and how you can potentially build a passive income. You are going to learn about a company called Elysium and how this company can assist you in investing your hard-earned money. But first of all, let's speak shortly about the financial situation. You have probably heard about the financial situation in the world is changing. The stock markets are crashing and so on. But whether the stock market is crashing or doing really well, somebody is making money out of it either ways. What you need to understand is this: when normal people lose money, it is the professional who are making it. Today, we will get into just one of the reasons on how the professionals in this industry are making money as never before. And one of the reasons is hedge fund. So, what is a hedge fund? Now, a hedge fund is an investment fund that pools capital from high net worth individuals or institutional investors and invests in a variety of assets, often with complicated portfolio constructions and risk management techniques. In other words, hedge funds help the rich get richer. However, in order to get into a hedge fund, you have to be an accredited investor. An accredited investor must have a minimum income of $200,000 each year over the last 2 years and possess a net asset of minimum $1 million. Now, what we will talk about today has a little bit to do with hedge funds, but most importantly, you are going to discover how you today can benefit from this thriving market without having any of the requirements of being an accredited investor. Okay, let's dive into it. The company we will talk about today is called Elysium, and Elysium is a gig economy company in fintech. It is located in Malmö, Sweden, specifically in this beautiful building called Turning Torso, which is Scandinavia's highest building. The CEO, the founder, and the mastermind behind this is Fred Pascal Stige. Fred is Dutch and lives in Sweden with his beautiful wife and is a very successful person with a very impressive CV. For example, in 2009, he and his programmers developed a blockchain, which was pretty young in the cryptocurrency world at that time. He was also one of the first to start VoIP as well, which is voice over internet. He was also one of the first internet marketing gurus in 1995. So a very successful person. Some years back, he invested his money and built a mutual fund, which kept growing and growing. And at the end, it had to become a hedge fund, where it went exceptionally well. Now, in order to invest in the hedge fund, you had to be an accredited investor or broker. In general, especially these days, hedge funds are doing phenomenal, especially in the crisis. However, after some years of doing well in the hedge fund industry, Fred came with an idea. What if I could make it possible for regular people like you and I to participate somehow in a hedge fund, but without being a wealthy individual and having the requirements of being an accredited investor? The idea he came up with was very simple, but yet powerful: to copy the trades of the hedge funds. What he has developed over the last few years with his programmers and lawyers is a software state-of-the-art program that is able to copy the trades of the hedge funds. So he and his people have cracked the code for normal people to quote unquote participate in a hedge fund without having all the requirements to do so. Elysium Capital has until now partnered up with two hedge funds, where it's large institutions who are investors. One of the portfolios is 10 years old. So the program that is developed is now copying the trades of the hedge funds. The software program has specifically two connections, one to each hedge fund. That means when these two funds execute a trade, in a blink of an eye, the same trades are executed in our brokerages in Stockholm and Saxo Bank in Denmark. This actually now means that we are able to copy the hedge funds trades and get the same results as the individuals and institutions who are approved to invest. So technically, we go around the law because we are not investing in the hedge fund. So you don't have to be an accredited investor. However, you are getting the same benefits. This is, of course, 100% legal and is under the supervision of Finansinspektionen, which is Sweden's financial supervisory authority. We will get more into that in a bit. Okay, the first portfolio, Elysium Pinnacle Portfolio, 10 years of success record. The portfolio is managed by 7 competent people, where the head manager has 25 years of Merrill Lynch under his belt. Elysium did not start this. This is something that is already out there. So if you want to, you can invest in this portfolio, and it doesn't have to be through us. However, you need to be an accredited investor. The minimum investment in this portfolio is 500,000 euros. First of all, you have to apply, you have to be approved legally, etc. So it's definitely not easy to get in. Now, as we can see, the portfolio started in 2010, and in its first year, it made 42% return to its customers. Best year was 48%, and lowest return 14%. So an average 30% in return each year. It's very impressive that only 3 months out of the 10 years was below zero. And it's important to point out that the numbers you can see here is what you get after Elysium and the hedge fund has got its cut. So what you see is what you get. But what does all of this mean to you, and how you could benefit from this if you've invested in this portfolio just 10 years ago? If you would have invested just 1,000 euros 10 years ago in this portfolio, you would potentially now have over 13,000 euros on your account, which is over 1,000% in return on investment. Now, this is due to what is called the compound interest, which you will learn about more once you start investing. Could you just imagine if you would have invested more? I mean, this is an incredible opportunity. And the best part is it is now available for the masses to invest, thanks to the software program that has been developed. So if you're interested in how this portfolio works and its trading strategy, you can learn more about it on the Elysium client webpage. So the second fund uses higher risk. However, it gives astonishing rewards. It is called the Aurum Digital Portfolio. Aurum stands for gold. This fund was started on Wall Street, New York in October 2018, and is managed by 5 very talented people who've had either internships or worked for Goldman Sachs. In its first 90 days, the portfolio made 68% in reward. The first month of 2019, 133%. The second month, minus 17.41%, so below zero and so on. Of course, there can be months below zero. However, when you zoom out, the portfolio has gained very interesting rewards in 2019. Now, if you would have invested 1,000 euros in this portfolio in January 2019, by the end of the year, your money would have compounded and you would now have over 30,000 euros on your account, which is over 3,000% in return on investment. Pretty incredible. So this hedge fund trades with precious metals as gold, silver, etc. against the dollar. What you need to understand is this: trading with these assets are independent of whether the stock market is going up or down. In order to make money, we just need volatility and movements in the markets. We just need them to go up and down. So in other words, the hedge fund makes money when the market goes up, but it also makes money when it goes down. Very, very important to understand. To make it simple and concise, these are very successful and professional people managing the portfolios. In comparison to the app eToro, which has well over 10 million clients around the world, where amateurs copy amateurs, this is amateurs copying the trades of professionals. We have professional systems that can execute trades much faster than a human being can ever do. To sum it all up, this is an incredible opportunity for anybody because it doesn't require time or any skills whatsoever when it comes to trading. In other words, you don't need to know anything about trading, nor having the time to learn how to trade. This is 100% passive investment. And here is the best part. It's very simple to set up, and we have a web page and a portfolio site. Here you make an account and register with your name, address, etc. So you need to verify yourself, of course. After the registration, you'll get a fund account in either Swedbank, SEB, Nordea, or Barclays, which is in your name. It's very important to understand that the account is in your name. This is your account, and the company has absolutely nothing to do with it. By the help of LPUA, which is the limited power of attorney, the system will execute trades on your behalf by copying the hedge fund's trades. This means that it requires absolutely nothing from your part because the trades are automated and requires no action from you at all. The most interesting is that you can get in with a minimum of 500 euros or more, no fees and no extra costs. One click in and one click out strategy. Since it's your account, you can technically withdraw your money at any time as soon as the stock market closes. But this also means that you can fund your account whenever you want. So you are 100% in full control of your account. You'll also get weekly and monthly newsletters, but most importantly, a management team with over 30 years of experience. Elysium's investment portfolios are traded via authorized prime brokers and liquidity providers, registered with the Swedish Financial Supervisory Authority, the FSA, in full transparency and with segregated accounts in highly reputable European banks. As I said, Swedbank, Nordea, Bank, SEB, Barclays. It's also MiFID compliant, which is the highest law of finance in EU. You are also protected by the Swedish Deposit Guarantee Scheme, which means if the bank where you have your account for any reason goes bankrupt, you are covered up to 100,000 euros. All right, so this concludes the Elysium Capital presentation. Get back to the person who showed you this video for more information. So if you are one of the smart people who are thinking about investing, this is your opportunity, and the timing couldn't be better. You basically now have two opportunities after watching this video. You can either put your hard-earned saved money into your bank or under your pillow and just let them be there, or you can think like an investor and make your hard-earned money work for you once and for all. This is your opportunity to build a passive income. So make a smart decision today and invest in your future, regardless if it is through us or not. As I said, the timing could not be better. So which one are you? To your success, thank you for your attention and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.